Have you ever watched one of those AI films where the same character shows up in every scene? Same face, same outfit, and actually speaking their lines. And then you wondered how on earth they kept it all consistent. This whole thing you're watching started as a story I pasted in as a plain text. I didn't design a single character. I didn't write one short prompt. And all of it was made on the free plan. Because normally, that's the hard part. The second you try it yourself, the face drifts. The locations don't match, and within a few shots, you're not really creating anymore. You're just fighting to keep everything consistent. So, I'm going to take you through the whole thing, step by step, from a story you paste in as a plain text, to a full storyboard that builds itself, to a finished scene that plays back, and with the same characters saying your lines, and looks like it actually took a team to make. And to make it easy to follow along, I've dropped the exact story I'm pasting in and the whole setup I'm using into one free pack. If you want it, just comment the word story pack below and I'll reply with a link. And stay with me because there's one small thing that can wipe out everything you've built in a single click and nobody seems to mention it. And all of that, the characters, the locations, keeping every shot lined up is exactly what this one feature is built to take off your plate. On screen, it is called Story Studio. It is Google's storyboard tool built right into Flow, and it's free. So head to labs.google/flow, start a new project, open the tools section on the left. If Story Studio is right there in the list, great, just open it. But if it is not, don't worry, because this one caught me out too. The first time you use it, it sometimes doesn't show up in your tools at all. The easy fix is go to Google, search Google Storyboard, click the first result, and it drops you straight in. Now, before you build anything, it asks you to choose the visual style of the world you're making. And I will slow down here for a second because whatever you pick sets the look of every single frame that comes after it. You've got a few presets here: 3D animation, charcoal, claymation, concept sketch, and you can build a custom style too if you have something specific in mind. But I'm making a drama with real people, so I'm going with realistic. That's the one that gives you the cinematic live action look instead of a cartoon. Then click Get Started. Alright, this is the part that got me. I've pasted my story straight in, and Flow reads it and breaks it down on its own into scenes and actions and dialogue. And I want to be honest about how good that breakdown is because I was expecting a rough outline I would have to rewrite. It isn't that. It is genuinely usable, not perfect, and you should read every scene yourself before you go further. But it has done most of the boring stuff for you. It stops feeling like you're organizing text and starts feeling like somebody did your pre-production while you were making a cup of tea. Now, over to the assets tab. And normally, this is where the real work starts because this is where you'll be building your characters one by one. Then your location, then your props. But you've got autofill characters, autofill locations, and autofill props. So click those and let it go. Flow reads back through your scripts and generates all of it from the story you gave it. And the bit I like is that you're not stuck with what it gives you. If a character isn't who you pictured, you regenerate that one thing and leave everything else alone. So take your time because these are the people you'll be seeing in every shot from now on. Then, you head over to the storyboard tab. This is where it comes together. Your scenes are already sitting there as frames. They're just empty to start with. So click autofill scenes and Flow uses your assets and your scripts to generate the actual shots. And these aren't just random pictures. They're built from the world you've already set up, with the characters you already approved, which is exactly why they hold together. You're not imagining your film anymore. It's on screen right in front of you. Right, this is the thing I told you to stay for. And I'd rather you hear it from me than find out the hard way. Your story doesn't just save itself into the project. So when you're done, before you close that tab, you need to save it out yourself. Open your top corner, next to the Style menu, there's a little 3-dot menu. Open it and click Save Story. It downloads to your computer as a file. That file is your project. Next time you come back to keep working, you open that same menu and click Open Story, and it loads straight back in. Because if you close that tab without doing that, there's nothing to come back to, and you're started straight from the pace. So, save it out the moment you're happy with it. Now, your characters can look exactly right and still feel a little flat. And the thing that fixes that is the voice. So open the characters panel and pick your first character. You'll get a whole list of voices to choose from, and this part is worth slowing down for. The wrong voice can make a good character fall flat, so give it the extra minutes and land the right one. Once you've got it, lock it in, and then walk through the rest of your cast one at a time until everyone's got the voice that fits. So, the last step, turning those storyboard frames into actual moving video. Open all media, pick the frame you want to animate, and click Add to Prompts. From here, you've got agent mode or standard mode, and also I'll use agent mode, especially if prompt writing is the part you find hard. You just copy the scene straight out of your own script, paste it in, and the agent writes the prompts for you. And there's one small thing here that makes a real difference, so don't skip it. Type the @ symbol and select the character who's in that scene. That's how Flow knows who's meant to be in the shot. And it's what keeps the right face turning up in the right moment. Then hit generate, and there it is. A still frame turned into a moving scene with the dialogue already in it and the voices that you picked.
You're too slow. Don't touch anything expensive.
I'm sorry, Miss Hawthorne. Happen again.
See that it doesn't.
So, that's the whole workflow. A story pasted in as a plain text, broken into scenes with characters and locations built out of it, laid into a storyboard, given voices and animated, all on the free plan. And the biggest thing I want you to take from this is that consistency stopped being a prompting problem. For a long time, the answer was to write a better prompt, and now the answer is to set your world up properly at the start and let everything after that reference it. So, if this helped you out, hit that like button and comment the word story pack, and I'll reply with the link. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.